I went to go bury my father. And I was supposed to go beforehand, but it didn't work out. Like me and my dad were supposed to go together, and that didn't work out. But going there, and I was smuggling my dad in, like the way that I was doing it was not the right way, but it was the affordable way. It's against the culture, against a lot of things, but I was doing what my daddy told me to do. I was being obedient, right? So like cremations is totally against the culture. You're not supposed to cremate nobody. But my dad said to do that because, you know, he's like, he didn't raise me the way that I should have been raised. It's things he should have done that he didn't do. And he was like, I don't want you spending a lot of money on me. I do want you to put me with my mother, but I don't want you to do this and this and this. And then, so I did. I was obedient. But you can't bring, I hope I don't get arrested for this later, but you can't bring, you're not supposed to bring ashes into the country of a human and all these different things you're not supposed to do. And it's like a lot of stuff's supposed to happen. But I just had them in a really beautiful, like, urn in my backpack. As I went through security and stuff, and I was like talking to my backpack, whatever. And then, you know, the aunties, they were very upset. It was a lot of people, they was upset with me, but I did what I did. But I spent quite a bit of money to redo my grandmother's grave. Like their tombs are raised up, right? Kind of like little mausoleums, if you will. And, you know, I had, it was stone, hers was stone, and I had it all converted over to marble. And then had her picture on there, and I had his name put up there, but I didn't put a picture of him up there. Maybe I should have did a picture too, but and I put both their names, and then I put him inside the crypt with his mom. And that was something. That was my first time there, and yeah, my aunties, and they're like my second aunties. They're my great aunties, really. My grandmother's sisters. Okay. And yeah, they was in their feelings or whatever, but
I'm sure that, I mean, they could.
I was being obedient.
You were being obedient to your father and honoring him in that way. You've traveled back and forth since then.
Yes, yes. And every time it seems like it's more and more advanced. The first time I went, I felt like I walked into an episode of African Mad Men. You remember Mad Men?
Oh, yeah.
Like the 60s, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I walked into the African version of that.
Right.
Like the way the buildings look, the way the cars look, the way everything looked. It's like it had paused in time, which it kind of did. You know, they was on a sanction list, and now they don't have a lot of Europeans there. It's us. Yeah. It's a lot of us. And I feel like everybody I saw looked like somebody I knew in America. I don't know if you ever feel that when you go to Africa.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And so that was like super amazing. But it's like they were more beautiful, more just to me it was, they weren't flashy or loud. It's just like a better version of everything, I felt like. But then there's some like tore up things about it, and I was like, ooh, if I come back here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I've been doing little bits and pieces as much as I can, as much as I'm allowed to do. But every time I go back, I feel like they've like moved up like 10, 15 years.
Which is cool.
Yeah,
right? It's always cool to see that progress.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, damn, I remember when I came here last time, this was that.
Yeah. And it's like I was gone 1 year, and then I come back and the women are wearing jeans. I'm like, what? Like,
Nice.
and I feel like they be copying my outfits, but that just could be, that's my ego. That's probably not true at all. But
what's the culture? What's the culture like there over there? Like, what's some of the cultural differences? I've not had the opportunity to go to East Africa yet. I've done North. I've done obviously West Africa. I've gone down South, but I've never done East Africa. What's that culture like there?
I feel like it's conservative. I feel like, but it's fun. I feel like it's wholesome. I feel like there's a filter for sure. Not like me, but then I don't know. I don't understand all the language, so they could be like me, and I just don't understand everything.
Yeah, your father from Eritrea. Like, what did he teach you about your history? And
well, he told me a lot of stuff, but I thought he was lying the whole time. I ain't gonna lie I thought he was lying.
Like what?
Okay, so you got to remember, he was in my life till I was about 3, right? Then he was out of my life, and then he came back into my life when I was about 26, 27. So he's telling me all these stories, and just to me, it just seems like shenanigans. It doesn't seem real. Doesn't seem like that's possible. He's telling me about the war that happened for 30 years and why he ended up in America. He's telling me about his childhood and how he got to go to school in Germany and he got to do this because his mom and dad, they have money and all this stuff. I don't believe none of this. Okay, I don't believe nothing he was saying. I didn't believe, but I still hung on every single word because he's my daddy, right? He was my dad. That voice, like, it's something about hearing your dad's voice that like resonates on a cellular level. I feel like if he tried to tell me he wasn't my daddy, it wouldn't. I would be like, whatever. Genetically, I can feel you, my father.
Yeah.
And if I look at my fingernails and look at your fingernails, then you my daddy. Look at these ugly fingers. You my daddy. Like you my daddy.
Sometimes you get your father's hands.
Yeah.